stops.
Okay, there you go.
Ask the question.
The question is, there are many issues facing many towns, small towns and large towns alike throughout the nation. What is the one single issue that you think is most important that's facing town of Oak Ridge at the moment?
I think we should look at the safety and perhaps the possibility of a sheriff's station in our community or close to our community now. We have a lot of break-ins, robberies, and it takes quite a time to get a sheriff out here. And I would like to see us investigate the possibility of a sheriff's substitute.
Okay. Thank you. And Roger.
I think one of our greatest needs right now, and a lot of people may not agree with me on this, simply because they've got good wells. You can go in and turn on the tap and you get good water. But we did that too. I did it myself for many years. In 1991, I got a call from the health department and also a call from Raleigh that said, do not use your water, do not bathe with it, do not cook with it, and everything else. And it was contaminated, believe it or not, with high-test gasoline. And sometimes I run out, but we drank it for a long time. But no, the thing I'm saying is, we have got northwest of us, the water, underground water in this area runs from northwest to southeast. I don't know if you know that or not, but it does that, and it's been proven. And when northwest of us, we've got a nice big dump sitting over there, and they say that plastic liners won't leak, but we don't know that, and we've got more wells being dug, and we've got more septic tanks being put in today than we ever had before. And it just could be that time that you turn on your water and you got some contamination. I think water is one of the greatest issues we've got right now. The availability.
Thank you. And Roger, you get to stay right there in the spotlight and you get to ask your question.
My question to the other three would be, what do you feel is your strongest asset that would be to the county?
Any particular order that you'd like to go in? You're in the driver's seat. Okay, we'll go right down the line.
One possibly, one asset. I would say probably endurance would be my biggest thing. I mean, knowing that there are many issues that take months and months, and there's a lot of details, there's a lot of energy that goes into volunteering and being a part of any kind of volunteerism and management level of a town. I think it takes a level of, as I said, endurance and commitment to it that you have to make time for it, and that's definitely something that I have and am looking forward to applying towards the town council.
Like Tony, only one. No, I think what I would bring to town council is a different level of energy. Anybody that knows me is that I am where Coke gets their caffeine from. Okay? I have a high degree of energy. I have a great ability to bring teams together and foster working relationships within those teams. And it's already been demonstrated by some of the committees that I've had the opportunity to chair or co-chair. And you can look at some of the results. We built a great town hall facility. We did a great park opening. We've done other great things throughout the community leadership roles. I am president of more committees than I can count. But the bottom line is, at the end of the day, the job gets done, and we work together as a team to accomplish the goals that are set before us.
My greatest ability is my concern for people and my ability to work with people.
Sorry, small newspapers, we have to do everything. It's your, no, you asked the question. Do you want to answer your own question? think we've already had a synergy, haven't we? Okay. Danny, what do you see as the priorities for the town council in the next 4 years?
It's hard to predict totally what the next 4 years will bring, but like Roger, I can already see the challenge that we face with water in our community. Roger and various community members have been working on this ever since I've been aware of town council. So you can see we're not much closer than where we were 8 or 10 years ago on that particular water issue. The water issue will have a great effect on the future development of this town and potentially the maintenance of this town as we face unknown weather conditions over the next 4 years or drought conditions over the next 4 years. So I see that as the biggest issue. Then, any other issue would just be open, honest communication and getting the people to come out to these meetings to voice their opinions.
Okay, thank you. Liz, we have a fair amount of racial and ethnic diversity in the town as evidenced in our park. How can we increase diversity in local government and avoid potential representation issues later, as often happens when towns grow? Yeah, that wasn't a softball question, was it? That was...
No, that was a very long question.
No? And if you need me to read it again, I'll be happy to.
Please do.
Okay. We have a fair amount of racial and ethnic diversity in the town, as evidenced in our park. How can we evidence it out in our park? How can we increase diversity in local government and avoid potential representation issues later, as often happens when towns grow?
I'm assuming we would continue to contact, perhaps through the churches, to get more involvement from them. We have an excellent group of people here, and we do have a diverse group. They are all well educated. I think perhaps it could be up to us to invite them or to ask them to become more. I think I don't see any problems with acceptance in our community as far as diversity is concerned. We all seem to get along fine, and we have great educated people within our community who benefit all of us.
Okay, thank you. Tony, I'm going to ask you the same question.
Can you repeat the question?
I sure will. We have a fair amount of racial and ethnic diversity in the town, as evidenced in our park. How can we increase diversity in local government and avoid potential representation issues later, as often happens when towns grow?
Well, I think one of the things that is great about Oak Ridge is the ability to get involved in the town as much or as little as possible. I know when we moved here, we actually started coming to council meetings and opted to volunteer as soon as we signed our mortgage on the house so that we could be a part of those committees and commissions. I think the fact that we have a diverse group of residents who've moved here because of the beauty of Oak Ridge from all over the country has made it so that we are very accepting. I think the fact that we have open volunteer, many volunteer opportunities for people to get involved allows people to have an impact on their government. And I think the fact that we have a sensitivity and a great communication back and forth with our citizens really will enable us to prevent any racial issues or any other types of tensions.
Thank you. Danny, the town motto is, I should have consulted. You all know my Latin.
It's translated.
No, it just doesn't tell me how to pronounce it.
Oh.
I'm
Patria
sorry.
Dei.
Patria Dei.
Patria Dei. Forgive me, I managed to escape that.